Hello, this is Warner from Warner.tv, and today I want to do a special video which came by way of my community talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, the reasons why I want to talk about this game is because I've been giving it a lot of praise, and I even stated that I believe that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the best in the franchise since Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which is a tall statement to make. So in this video, I'm going to attempt to list some reasons and to talk about reasons why I believe that is true. You may disagree with some of these reasons. You may, brush some of them off, but they're just my reasons why I believe that this game is the best in the franchise since COD4. Now, throughout the video, you're going to see clips, you're going to see gameplay, and this gameplay is going to be taken from theater mode. Those of you who have used theater mode since Black Ops 1 know that things look a little bit different in theater mode than they do in the real game. Sometimes you look like you're skating on ice and the hit markers don't exactly show up where they should. So I don't want you to judge the gameplay by some theater mode clips. Instead, I just want you to get a feel for how the game looks and feels and plays without focusing on those little details. Reason number one. The first reason is probably the most glaring and something that I noticed before I even bought the game. Seems like everything changed in this Call of Duty except the textures and the engine. When a lot of people come to my stream and watch other Twitch TV streams and watch YouTube footage, the first thing they say is, this game looks exactly like every other COD I've ever seen. It looks exactly like Call of Duty 4, it looks exactly like Modern Warfare 3, it looks exactly like Modern Warfare 2, it looks exactly like Black Ops. And they're right. Because the first thing we notice as gamers is the look and feel of the game. And on the surface, the textures and the engine and most of the visuals of the game have not changed. They do look the same. But pretty much everything else has changed. The create a class system that Call of Duty has been so well known for, the customization of guns and attachments and perks, which make Call of Duty really popular, has been completely rewritten, revamped, with a new system called Pick 10. Pick 10 allows you to pick 10 different items, or 10 points worth of items, allowing you to mix and match whatever you want. Treyarch has been really good about reimagining certain features of Call of Duty, and I think they really hit the nail on the head with this one. Prestiging is completely different from a certain perspective. The core idea of prestiging is there. Essentially, you hit max level, decide the prestige, and certain things get reset. In this case, they've kind of mixed and matched what happens. You get these points which allow you to save certain unlocks. For example, if you want a weapon that you want to keep next prestige, you can permanently unlock it. Or if you want a perk that you wish to permanently keep, you can unlock that. The CoD Caster is new. This is an esports thing, which allows you to take certain perspectives and essentially it's a shoutcaster's dream if you're shoutcasting a COD game. It's something that Firefall is doing that I'm quite happy with. Tribes of Sin is trying to do some things. And a lot of these new game companies and new games that are coming out are trying to build in esports features from the ground up. League of Legends is another game that has some very powerful spectating. Dota 2. And finally, the score streaks or the kill streaks have been completely scrapped, and they've been replaced with these score streaks, which I was very happy with in Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor reboot of 2010, that was my favorite thing about that game. No longer did you have to get kills, per se, to get these streaks or these powerful call-ins, but you can add up points, which consists of assists, kills, and other things, which enhance and encourage objective-based play. So they've kind of gutted the core of COD, of Call of Duty, and replaced it with all of these things. Now I'm going to talk about some of these individually, But this first point is this COD has the most amount of changes I've seen in the series in a very, very long time. Reason number 2. The second reason is performance. And I'm talking specifically to the PC platform for this point. So if you're a console guy, you can ignore this. In Call of Duty Black Ops 1, the PC performance was abysmal. In essence, it was hard to run on some of the top systems that were out there. Modern Warfare 3 came along and improved a little bit, but still, it was really hard to run these games. And most notably, I'm talking about running the game and streaming it, because that's kind of the extreme case. This is what I do all the time. I try to stream video games, live stream them. Newer games that have come out, including Battlefield 3, I've been able to stream, no problem. But just last week, actually, before Black Ops 2 came out, I played Black Ops 1 and I tried to stream it. And I was barely getting 40 to 45 frames per second. I streamed Black Ops 2. I'm getting 180 frames per second on the same system now. 180 frames per second while maintaining a 60 frame per second stream on Twitch TV. When you first play the game, and you console guys may be able to attest to this, the game feels smooth. It feels like you're moving effortlessly. It's like it's not fighting against you. A lot of games have this problem where either performance-wise or control-wise, you feel like you're fighting the controls, you're fighting the game instead of, you know, being engulfed in a game. The performance of this game has, in essence, increased, you know, my ability to get into it. I want to play more. You know, I'm less fatigued when I play for 5 hours straight. You know, it's one of those things where it's kind of weird to explain. But I've even seen some people say it doesn't even feel like a Call of Duty in terms of just how the feel of the game is. But I think I attribute it to performance. I think that the engine has been optimized finally. Took them how many years? This thing is actually humming very, very well. So that's reason number 2. The PC performance has improved dramatically. Reason number 3 is game balance wise, there's very little broken at launch. Oh, I can hear the smiles. They sound like chirping birds, the smiles. You guys are grinning at me right now. But listen, let's hear me out here. Very little is broken as far as the perks are concerned, as far as the guns are concerned, and the kill streaks. I say very little because there are some things that need to be corrected. The guns feel good. This is something I think Black Ops 1 struggled with. The Black Ops guns just didn't feel good at all. And they were so over the top in some cases that even Treyarch acknowledged that they were just over the top, overpowered. This game, however, suffers from, you know, the guns all feel like they're viable, but the SMGs stand out a little bit more. So it's like you're pitting the assault rifles versus the SMGs. They're so I really think they're so balanced. It's like you can use any SMG and you'll get the same type of performance. You can use any assault rifle and you'll get the same type of performance. That's how balanced they are. So I think if they tone the SMGs down a little bit, just a little bit, and they don't need to be toned down a lot, because I play primarily with an assault rifle. And I'm doing better than I did any other COD. And I'm not that good. I barely have a 1 KD. So I'm doing better than I did in any other COD with an assault rifle. Now, if I pull out an SMG, I might do a little bit better. I don't know. You know, there's this rumor going around that the SMGs are ruling the game. And while they are effective, you know, they're only effective in certain situations. And you still got to be good at the game to take advantage of it. You can't just run around spraying. My weapon of choice is the Type 25 assault rifle, and I also like the M24. And I also like the MTAR. You know, the assault, they just all feel to me good. They just feel good. The guns feel good. Now, the SMGs, again, they're not completely balanced. They're a little bit strong. And I say that because I've seen them in action. I've used them. And it takes less bullets to kill people than it does with an assault rifle. And that kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So they just need to fix that. Now, if you compare that to previous CODs, like Modern Warfare 2, you guys remember One Man Army? You guys remember Danger Close and Noob Tubes? And Call of Duty Black Ops 1, do you remember the AK-74U? You remember that gun, how crazy it was? Modern Warfare 3, do you remember the MP7? Do you still see the MP7 in Modern Warfare 3? You see what I'm getting at? There isn't that gross overabundance of... I mean, people will say the PDW is the gun of choice in Black Ops 2, but I disagree. I think the PDW is a great gun, but I think other guns are just as viable, and you'll do just as well. So the balance is not completely there, but I think since COD4, and this is what we're talking about, since Call of Duty 4, this game is pretty balanced out of the gate, and it can only get better. Now, one thing I really like about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is that the perks in the game have no effects on the guns. One guy asked me in my live stream, I was like, man, I was doing a challenge and I couldn't have any perks or I couldn't have any attachments. I was like, man, reload is slow. He was like, why don't you just get sleight of hand? I was like, there is no sleight of hand. He was like, gasp? Well, how do you reload fast? I'm like, well, there's this thing called rapid reload, or I don't know, rapid clip, whatever it's called. He was like, oh, okay. But it's a gun attachment. So everything that pertains to guns, you can actually see them on the guns. They're actually attachments. Perks have no effect on your guns. And to me, that affects the balance in a positive way. I think it really affects the gunplay. And compared to Black Ops 1, the gunplay in this game is astronomically better. Compared to Modern Warfare 3, I love the gunplay more than Modern Warfare 3. Reason number 4, we're going to talk about Pick 10. Pick 10 is the revamp of the class-based system, and I think this is one of the more brilliant things about the game. To me, it stands out as, I think Treyarch took a chance here, and it paid off. Pick 10, in case you didn't know, Pick 10 allows you to choose between any of your perks, any of your unlocks, and wild cards, and a combination of each to equal 10 points. For example, I like to use the knifing class as the most extreme example. With the knifing class, you can get 3 wild cards, which consume 2 points each. I think they consume 2 points each. 3 wild cards called Greed, which allow you to get 2 perks out of every category. So in essence, if I want to create a knifing class, I could equip no primary weapon, no secondary weapon, and only have a knife, and have 6 perks. Yeah, 6 perks. Lightweight, flak jacket, dexterity, what else? Ghost and cold-blooded. Just mix them all up to be a knifing nightmare. Also, for those of us who don't like to use secondary weapons, we can trick out our primary weapon with 3 attachments. By using this perk, I believe it's a wild card called Primary Gunfighter, which allows you to equip 3 attachments to your gun, and that will consume points. So in essence, you'll have to give up probably a 1 grenade, or you have to give up a perk. So you can mix and match. You can kind of see how it works. You can sacrifice certain components of your class to customize the class even further. No other Call of Duty has had this kind of flexibility. No other Call of Duty has had this kind of customability. And it stands out, and it really adds more to the game. And again, you have to see past, you really have to see past the textures and the engine for this stuff. This is where the changes are made. This is where the money investment comes in. Now it's like, Bronna, it's the same thing every year. I can't believe you've fallen into that trap. Activision sucks. Call of Duty sucks. Well, The game is fun. I'm having a great time. The changes are refreshing. And pick 10 is the best thing to happen to the series since Call of Duty 4. So, if you don't think that's worth $60, then that's up to you. But I think it's worth giving the game a try, and I think it's made the game stand out amongst years and years of mediocre Call of Duties. I think Tregyard has hit the nail on the head. Reason number 5, the score streaks. This game encourages objectives. Oh my goodness, play the objective, play the objective, play the objective, play the objective. You hear it all the time, right? This game is all about the objectives. We don't want lone wolves here. Well, let me tell you something. You get a UAV and watch the assist points roll in. You get a counter UAV. Watch the assist points roll in. You get a Guardian and watch the suppression points roll in. All these things that support the team. They add up to your score streaks, which give you benefits, which give you perks, or which give you call-ins. And the point system that they have is actually quite good. Why? Because when you use these streaks, these score streaks and these UAVs, you don't get a ton of points for kills and things like that. They don't, you know, they don't feel overpowered. They give you just enough to build towards the next one and not necessarily make you a powerhouse. Now, again, the really good COD players are going to take advantage of this, and they're going to get extremely well put together streaks and combinations of streaks. They're good at the game. They should be rewarded for that. They really shouldn't be punished for killing 100 people. You know? And that's why I think I'm glad death streaks are gone. That nonsense needed to be thrown out. Nobody should be punished for being good at the game. It's hilarious that they let that in there. So yeah, score streaks, I love them in Medal of Honor, and you know, Black Ops 2 blatantly has copied it. You know, we're just gonna put that out there. They copied it. You know, Medal of Honor was the first that I've seen do it. Even though it wasn't completely perfect, the idea and the core idea was good because it encouraged team play. So when you play Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you're gonna notice that you may be at the top of the scoreboard with 16 kills and 40 deaths. And you're like, huh? Yeah, if you're a team player playing Hardpoint, jumping on the point, getting killed 1,000 times, but capturing it, you're going to get rewarded for all those deaths. Your KD's going to suffer. Pfft, who cares about KD? Your win-loss ratio is going to be awesome. And that's what matters in the end. Reason number 6, prestiges feel right. And you actually want a prestige in this game. They give you the incentive to use these points, which I think was kind of introduced in Modern Warfare 3. But they feel right in this game. Because when you prestige, you won't lose all your camos. You won't lose your attachments. But you do lose the guns, you know, that you unlock. The guns are unlocked via levels. But when you prestige, you can permanently unlock your favorite gun. For example, I love the Type 25. So I can say, well, next time I prestige, I'm getting the Type 25 again because that's my primary gun. I don't have to wait till level 10 or whatever it is to get it again. So I can put that point in that and be happy. It'd be like I never even prestige if that's all I use. Also, you can save these points. You can apply these points to perks. So if you like Ghost, if you like Scavenge that you get at later levels, you can put it on that. So when you prestige again, you come back to level 1, you can use it there. Of course, you can get extra custom slots and things like that. Prestige, it just feels good. It doesn't feel like you're being punished for starting over again. It's a lot more lenient. You know, I'm looking forward to the next prestige. I'm second. I'm first. I already prestige once. I'm like level 44, so I'm only like 11 levels away from the next prestige. And when I do it again, you know, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Also, they got these camo challenges, which, you know, have been around a while, even since COD4. But every gun can have a gold camo, and they seem attainable. You know, these previous CODs where you had to get 50th prestige and get 6,000 headshots and spin in a circle and sing Kumbaya in Russian to get a gold camo? The gold camos in this game are actually quite attainable. Now, some of the The challenges are a little difficult, as they should be. But you can get a gold gun in one prestige. If that's all the gun you use, you can do all the challenges, all the unlocks, all the camo unlocks, and get a golden gun on your very first prestige. And there's actually some pretty good camos in the game as well. So prestiges feel right. That's reason number 6. The prestiges feel right in this game. Reason number 7. This is a new game mode called Hardpoint. Hardpoint is awesome. Let me tell you what. It's like Drop Zone without the care packages. That's what everybody says. But it's great. Essentially, you got a roaming point that you have to keep. It's like King of the Hill in Halo 4. Almost exactly like it. It's a roaming point that you have to capture and hold. And you can take it from the other team. It's very similar to headquarters, but it's a little bit different. You know, once you capture the headquarters, if you die, you have to wait for the next headquarters to pop up. And this is ongoing. Pretty much ongoing. And it's tons of fun. Gives you lots of points. You want a tip from Buona? Get Flak Jacket. Lots of nades will rain down on the Hardpoint. If you don't have Flak Jacket, you're going to feel the wrath. But Hardpoint is easily my favorite mode. Closely followed by Kill Confirm, which I think was the best thing to come out of Modern Warfare 3. Kill Confirm was the best thing to come out of Modern Warfare 3. I mean, that's a brilliant game mode. Blacklight Retribution has adopted it. They blatantly took it, and I don't know if Modern Warfare 3 made it up, but it's an awesome game mode. So Hardpoint, if you get this game, guys, try it out. Try Hardpoint out. It's a great playlist. It's very objective based. It discourages hardcore camping because the point's going to always be roaming. And, you know, it rewards you for being a team player. Reason number 8. The leagues in this game. They have added leagues. Now, what does that mean? Well, you guys ever played League of Legends and Starcraft 2? And, you know, those types of games where you do placement matches and you get placed in the league. Whether it be gold and bronze, silver. Masters League in Starcraft 2. League of Legends, you got ELO scores. All that kind of thing. It adds a new element to the game. They have added this to Black Ops 2. Now, it's not currently live. It's kind of a test league. The main league is going to come out in December. But when you think about it, and, you know, hear me out. And when you think about this, this is a very addictive element to the game. Because essentially, you're going to be laddering. You're going to have, you can form a team. You could be laddering with your team, and your scores and your points and all your effort are actually going to matter towards something. In previous CODs, they didn't matter. Only thing that mattered was your KD and your win-loss record. There was nothing really to track. You had COD Elite, which had stats and stuff, but now there are leagues. And I talked about this in Diablo, my Diablo 3 videos and things. You know, ladders make a difference. It adds a whole new element to the game. Leaderboards are one thing, but ladders are another. So I think the leagues are going to add a new element to the game that is really going to shake it up. And it's something that no other COD that I know of since COD4, you know, well, we're talking about since COD4, no other COD has added so much stuff, man. The leagues are pretty good. So this is another reason why this game is just shining. Reason number 9, the campaign is worth playing. I finished the single player campaign on Veteran, which is the hardest level, and it is worth playing through. It is not, you know, 10 out of 10. It's also not 5 out of 10 as well. It's actually pretty good. Not terrible. Not absolutely great, but it is worth playing through. Now, I haven't played through a campaign since Modern Warfare 2. I didn't play Black Ops campaign, and I didn't play Modern Warfare 3 campaign. I heard Black Ops campaign was good, but I didn't play it. I managed to play this one because I saw Total Biscuit's video. I know you guys probably saw it too. He went on and on about all the cool things they added. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And most of his points were correct. You know, Treyarch did some things that typical CODs haven't done per se in their single player campaigns. It wasn't as bad or as I don't want to say bad. It wasn't as lackluster as Medal of Honor Warfighter. Medal of Honor Warfighter has some really good story elements, but the execution of the campaign with the actual gunplay and such failed. I think Modern Warfare, I'm sorry, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 had its problems, and I'm probably going to be posting a video where they don't know how to do checkpoints. Let me just tell you, if you play veteran, they don't know how to do checkpoints. I found myself dying a lot as soon as I spawned in a checkpoint. It was quite hilarious. People watching my live stream were in tears, crying. But all in all, the campaign is worth playing. So if you're looking at a dollar value amount, you say, "Why are you talking about multiplayer all the time? Talk about this, talking about that." It comes down to being worth playing. And if you drop $60 on this game, you're probably going to want something outside the multiplayer. And I think the campaign is going to give you about $20 to $25 worth of entertainment. I finished it in 10 hours on veteran. You can probably finish it in 5 on normal or less. So I think it's worth playing. So that's reason number 9. The campaign is worth playing. So why is this better than Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3? You know, why is this better? Well, let's talk about Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was and still remains broken because of one-man army and danger close. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. This is the most idiotic combination of perks and weapons that anybody can ever conceive. You have a walking bag full of infinite ammo. Also, your explosions do insane amounts of damage, and you walk around with a new tube and rocket and just blow up the entire map. And also there's IWNet, which you all know I have formed a political campaign against. We're gonna take up monies, and no, I'm just joking. I really don't like IWNet. I don't like peer-to-peer gaming, period. I'm sorry you console owners of Black Ops 2 have to deal with peer-to-peer. It stinks. And you're probably saying, well, Buana, if I play 3-bar on Black Ops 2, it's unplayable. Yeah? Well, I don't have that problem, because I play on PC. And on PC, we're all about dedicated servers. And Black Ops 2 does have dedicated servers for the matchmaking. So this is something that is really well done in the game. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm saying this. The dedicated servers are actually working. Now, granted, you'll have spouts of people teleporting across the map with 1 bar, and you just promptly tell them, get off the server, you're lagging. They're probably connecting from Europe or somewhere. They should be on this server. But overall, I'd say I'm 90% satisfied. And that's more than acceptable with the multiplayer aspect. It blows IWNet away. Now people are like, oh boy, the hit detection is terrible. Well, I'm not lagging like you are. Get off the consoles if you want good hit detection. Because I've been telling you guys, peer-to-peer is garbage. One day you'll listen to me. So let's talk about Black Ops. Black Ops had poor quality guns, and the PC performance lacked tremendously. So that's where Black Ops 2 blows it away. The PC performance is absolutely astounding, and the gunplay has been done correctly. Those were my biggest problems with Black Ops. I had fun with Black Ops 1. But those things stood out as problems. Now let's talk about Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 was little to no improvement over Modern Warfare 2, except the removal of one-man army. So they got rid of that abomination. And kill confirm and the gun levels were really good things to come out of Modern Warfare 3. But the maps of Modern Warfare 3 killed the game. The maps are terrible across the board. Black Ops 2's maps are infinitely better in almost every way. Now, I'm not saying the Black Ops 2 maps are perfect, because they're not. There are some maps with some problems, some maps that I don't particularly like. But the Modern Warfare 3 maps were, every single one of them I hated. And that's why I couldn't play the game, on top of the IWNet stuff. Because, you know, ranked matches weren't dedicated servers on Modern Warfare 3, which is an abomination. So Black Ops 2 addresses all of these concerns, and at the same time adds a new bunch of features to the mix. So it looks like Treyarch went back and said, okay, what are the problems with every COD game we've had since COD4? And they fixed it. And then they said, okay, on top of that, we're going to add new things and we're going to gut everything. And to me, in a nutshell, that's reasons why Black Ops 2 is the best COD since Call of Duty 4. This is Buona from Buona.tv. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you consider giving Call of Duty Black Ops 2 a try. I'm having a great time. Add me on Steam. My ID is IOBuffer. If my friends list is full, which it probably is, join our Steam group at steamcommunity.com/groups/BuonaTV. When I'm playing, I'll try to hang out in the chat room. You guys can join session, hopefully from there. And we can get our game on. Take care, guys. Go blow something up in the game, not in real life. Bye.